Welcome back to the Optima Method. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been following along, I'm really glad you're here. This podcast is for entrepreneurs, operators, leaders, and growing businesses who feel like they're carrying too much in their head and wondering why everything feels heavier than it should. I'm your host, Saskia, founder of Optima Operations Consulting, and everything I teach comes back to one core belief: structure creates freedom. Today, we're talking about something that feels big and, depending on who you ask, a little intimidating: artificial intelligence, also known as AI, one of my favorite topics of all time. But I want to approach this differently, not from fear, not from hype, not from AI will replace everyone, but from a grounded operational lens. Because here's the truth: AI is not here to replace you. It's here to expose inefficiencies and to amplify structure. And if your foundation isn't built, AI won't fix that for you. Let's start with the elephant in the room. There is a loud narrative happening right now that says AI will replace jobs. AI will replace creative work. AI will replace business owners. AI will do everything. And that fear makes sense. Anytime technology shifts, there's disruption. But here's what's actually happening: AI is automating repetitive cognitive tasks. It's accelerating information processing, and it's reducing manual friction. It is not replacing judgment, emotional intelligence, leadership, vision, strategy, and decision making in context. AI can generate content, but it doesn't know your audience the way you do. AI can draft systems, but it doesn't know your culture. AI can summarize data, but it doesn't understand the nuance of your organization. So the question isn't, will AI replace me? The better question is, where is my business inefficient and how can AI help me eliminate friction? Here's what I see happening with business owners. They jump into AI tools, they ask for help, they generate content, they automate emails, and then they feel disappointed. Why? Because AI magnifies whatever foundation you give it. If your structure is unclear, AI produces unclear output. If your processes are undefined, AI automates confusion. If your messaging is inconsistent, AI replicates inconsistency faster. AI does not create clarity. Clarity has to exist first. And this is where the Optima Method becomes even more relevant in an AI-driven world. Because before you automate, you must create, optimize, and operationalize. AI fits into the optimize and operationalize phases, but it cannot replace the create phase. You still have to define what your business does, how decisions are made, what workflows there are, what your voice sounds like, and what your standards are. Without that, AI becomes noise. You will not stand out and everything will be overwhelming. Think of AI as like an amplifier. If you have structure, it increases speed, it increases output, increases capacity. If you don't, it increases overwhelm. For example, if you have a documented SOP for onboarding clients, AI will help you draft client emails faster, personalize communication, generate checklists, and summarize meeting notes. But if you don't have a defined onboarding workflow, AI cannot invent one that works for your business culture. You still need to define inputs, define outputs, clear ownership, and clear decision points. AI is the efficiency layer. The structure is the foundation, and foundations always matter more. If you didn't listen to the previous episode, my recommendation is to take a step back and listen to the Master SOP framework, because that's where I walk through the foundation and where the structure comes from. So moving forward, what does this mean for entrepreneurs? If you're starting a business, AI can accelerate your growth dramatically, but you cannot skip building the structure just because tools are available. You still need a folder structure, naming conventions, defined services, clear scope. and defined offers. If you're scaling an existing business, AI becomes a powerful operational multiplier, but only after you audit inefficiencies, refine workflows, clarify roles, and define KPIs. AI can help you draft, but it cannot replace accountability. AI can help you scale. It cannot replace the operational discipline. The future of work is not human versus AI. It's structured humans and AI tools. The businesses that will thrive are not the ones using the most AI. They are the ones with the clearest systems, because when you have clarity, you know what to automate. You know what to keep human. You know where judgment matters. You know where empathy matters. And um, that's leadership. AI increases efficiency. Structure increases sustainability. And sustainability is what builds long-term success. So where do you start? If you're feeling unsure about AI, here's a grounded way to approach it. 1, audit your workflows manually first. Then document one SOP clearly. Define your inputs and your outputs, and then ask, where is repetition happening? That's where AI fits in. Not a replacement, it's a refinement tool. Because the goal is not to remove yourself from your business. The goal is to remove friction. And friction is almost always a structure problem. The other way to use AI and think about it is you have your framework and you want to automate, but you still need to find out how to automate, where those efficiencies lie, and what is the best solution for your business. AI cannot tell you that immediately. You have to refine it. You have to define it. You have to tell it what you want. It still takes time. It still takes practice to be able to use the tools out there, to be able to use what you need to be successful. AI is changing the future, but it's not erasing the need for structure. If anything, it's proving how essential structure is. The more powerful our tools become, the more intentional we must become. And that's what the Optima Method is about. Not resisting change, not chasing every trend, but building a business that is clear, efficient, sustainable, and scalable. AI is here. The question is not whether you use it, but the question is whether your operations are strong enough to support it, because structure creates freedom. And in an AI-driven world, structure creates an advantage. If this episode resonated with you, take a moment and subscribe so you will not miss out on the next discussion where AI is referenced or how you can apply it to your business. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for joining us.